Manny. Go ahead, Manny.
Brendan, congratulations on your first big league home run. I wanted to ask you if what you were feeling, obviously, when you're rounding the bases, but also was it like you imagined, and it took a little longer for you than you thought, and for the fans, I think it took a lot longer than they thought because of all the injuries and everything like that. So how was that? How did it feel?
Yeah, it was definitely a big weight lifted off my shoulders. It has been a long time. It's been a lot longer than I would have expected when I first made my debut, but I'm glad I got it out of the way. Running the bases, I don't really remember. I think I ran pretty fast around the bases. I didn't really know if it was going at first. I knew I hit it good, just thought it was a little bit too high, so it carried out. So man, it's for sure a good feeling.
Does it rank up there with your first hit is probably more special. And you're obviously starting. Buddy talked about how it's always a progression. You get your first start, you get your first hit, you get your first this and that. Where do you think that the home run ranks?
I definitely think it's number one now. My first major league hit was definitely awesome as well, but it was a little chopper at third. So this home run definitely is helping me, breathe a little bit more now.
And lastly, did you during the times that reflecting back on the times that you were hurt and just injury after injury, and there were a lot of starts and stops for you, and obviously a lot of people anticipated when you get here. Were there times when you kind of looked forward to the day that you could play every day so that you could, or enough that you could finally get to that home run? And were there ever times that you thought, man, when is it going to happen?
Yeah, definitely going through injuries, you kind of think about little things when you have a lot of time on your hands because you're not playing. So I did think about it here and there, but I tried not to put added pressure on myself. Just try to go out there, put together good at bats. But tonight I felt good coming off the bench. I swung it well off the machine prior to the first at bat, and I was ready. I was ready to go out there first pitch, and he gave me a hit and put a good swing on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead, Owen.
Hey, Brendan, congratulations. Did you, when the moment that you knew it was a homer, you were definitely pretty excited. You showed that. Can you explain what that felt like, what that excitement was about, what was going through your mind at all?
Yeah, it's just a long time coming, almost 150 at bats, I'd say. But I feel like I've been putting together pretty solid at bats the last week or so, and just gonna continue doing that. Like I said, it was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders for sure. Getting that one out of the way. Now, I don't got to stress that anymore. So, the confidence is just going to continue to go up from here.
It was just about the deepest part of the park, but it was also, bounced off the top of the fence. Did that make it any more tantalizing or special or anything?
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit more intense seeing Canna, kind of drift back there, and it looked like he was about to time it up and rob it, and then I saw it bounce. I didn't really know if it hit the top of the wall or what, so that's why I kind of was running hard. So when I saw him not come down with it, it was a huge relief. So yeah.
And do you have plans? Were you able to get the ball? Do you have plans for what to do with it if you did? Yeah, there you go.
Yep, we got it. It didn't end up getting in the water fountain. Tiny just came and handed it to me right before I came in here. So yeah, I got a hold of that, and it's definitely going to go in some sort of trophy case for sure.
Okay, and just last for me, I think Manny asked, but when you think of your first homer as a kid or whenever it is that you start thinking about that, how did you imagine it? What was the fantasy in your mind, and how did this live up to that?
Probably in my mind it would have been a no doubter. Just right off the bat, it's gone. This one, like I said, I knew I barreled it. I thought it was a little bit too high. I think it was like almost a 40-degree launch angle. So I definitely got under it a little bit, but I mean, I clipped it pretty good. So just put some backspin on it and carried on out of here. So huge relief for sure.
All right. Thanks again, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Hi, Brandon. I know you said you're going to put it in a trophy case. Are you going to keep it for yourself or give it to somebody else to keep?
It'll definitely go to my parents for sure. Yeah, we've been waiting for this moment for like a little bit, some time now. So yeah, it's for sure gonna go to them. When I'm actually gonna see him out in Miami, so I'm probably gonna hand it over to them then. So it's nice and safe.
Yeah. And your teammates were going probably just as crazy as you were when you hit that home run. I mean, what did it feel like when you rounded home plate and went into the dugout and just saw them, going crazy?
Yeah, it's huge. It's definitely a feeling. I mean, last night Trejo, same thing. Everybody super hyped for him. Coming in the dugout, his first home run, pinch hit home run. I did, the same thing tonight. So the guys are hyped, and that's just an awesome feeling. Your teammates supporting you and giving everybody hugs and high fives in the dugout. It was a huge relief. I almost kind of blacked out running around the bases, but I finally caught my breath before I went back out on defense, and yeah, it was a great feeling for sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank
All right,
you.
we'll go back to Patrick and Manny and then finish with Noah. Go ahead, Patrick.
Hey, Brandon, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to clarify something because you broke up on the Zoom a little bit. Did you say Tiny or somebody, they actually fished the ball out of the fountain, so it was wet?
No. I said no. It hit the top of the wall, and I think it almost went straight down, so it didn't reach the fountain.
Oh, it didn't reach the
dry,
fountain.
so that's a good thing too. It's not
Okay.
something wet, waterlogged.
Okay. To follow up on Danielle's question about your parents, did you text with them or talk with them yet about the home run?
I've texted, both my mom and dad and a bunch of friends, aunts, uncles, cousins. A lot of people have reached out, but yeah, my parents talked to them a little bit. I'll probably call them later tonight. Yeah, for sure. They're very pumped for me as well as I'm pumped for myself, so just gotta continue putting together good at bats and, move on from here.
That's awesome. Nice job.
Thank you.
Last couple hands here. Go ahead, Manny.
Just one more quick that I just remembered to ask you here, Brendan. One, did you know there was lightning flashing behind the left field foul pole? And then two, have you seen the movie The Natural?
I did see the lightning. I think it was in the seventh inning. No, I didn't see it when I was put into the game. And no, I haven't seen that movie.
Well, just so you know, there's a scene with Robert Redford there in the end where he smashes the light standard at the ballpark. You didn't quite do that today, I know, but there is a scene there where there's lightning and it starts pouring rain and stuff like that. So I just wondered if you saw that, if there was
I did notice. Yeah, I did notice the lightning a few times strike kind of over, like more like kind of the left field foul pole. I saw it a few times, but yeah, not until I was before I was put in the game.
Think you'll watch it?
Sorry.
Think you watched that movie?
Oh yeah. Well, can you say the name again? Sorry.
The Natural.
The Natural. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
All right, thanks.
Yep. Thank
All
you.
right, last one. Go ahead, Noah.
So a little bit ago, Bud was on with us, and he said that he thought you've been, quote, pressing a little bit. And with the home run, he said he thought he saw you relax some. Do you think you'll be able to continue that on and not pressing at the plate and see more success at the plate?
Yeah. I wouldn't say, I do think I was pressing a little bit, but I was seeing a lot of pitches. I was getting myself in good counts. Just, wasn't winning the fight. I'm just gotta continue hitting the ball hard, putting together those good at bats, those long at bats, and move on from there. But I have felt, the last 7-10 days, I've felt a lot more confident in the box for sure.
And then lastly, I know in spring training, you said your goal for this year was to steal at least 20 bases. Do you still think that is a goal that you will achieve this year?
Honestly, probably not, because, you know, I missed over 40 games. And that would be, I'd have to get on a pretty good pace, you know, to get 20. But, you know, I'm still gonna, you know, try to get those bags in certain situations when they're given to me. But yeah, I'm really just kind of focused on just continuing to put together solid at bats in the box and playing solid defense overall.